how would they feel if they were told when they were younger that they had autism? And a lot of them said they wanted to know, it would help them navigate. And at first they had a hard time with it, but as they grew, they had more tools and resources, they felt like, to help them navigate the world. I thought that was so beautiful. But one of the children's girl, who are the children's? Anyways, one of the children that they had that was a part of the study said, I would tell my child that autism is a different way of thinking. It can be challenging and beautiful and powerful and exhausting and impactful. That autistic people deserve to be themselves, to be proud of their identity, and to have the support that help them meet their needs. And it almost makes me cry thinking about it, because like I said, I think about my daughter. And and welcome back to the On the Rug show. If this is your first time seeing On the Rug, hi, I'm Nesha, and we are on the rug, okay, in my Hollywood apartment each week. A show drops every Friday, and I'm a mommy, as you can see. Okay, so we're creative mommies over here. Each week we talk about different things. We love to talk about books. So we have a segment called Book Chat where we elaborate on what we're reading. And then we have a second segment called Business Lessons Storytime, where I share just the things that I'm learning on my entrepreneurial journey as a founder and businesswoman. And then at the end of the show, I share a new song. You guys, but the friends that I have on this show, you guys really keep me accountable as an artist each week, because I have to. At first, I was freestyling. I would pick a beat and then I would freestyle. And I was like, no, I want to take this serious, and I really want to bring something each week, like an actual song that I plan on getting mixed and mastered and releasing to the world. So each week I have a new song that I've written and then will be recorded to be released. So there's like a live performance at the end of each episode. If you're a friend that's been watching for the past 4 episodes, you already know about all this, but I had to let our new friends know, okay, about what to expect from this show. So last week, I struggled recording the last episode because I was telling you, if you saw, that I was starting to feel under the weather. And so, crazy enough, I guess I used all my adrenaline to do the show, because then when I stopped recording, it was like everything hit me all at once. And I've been sick since last Tuesday. I'm finally better. I'm finally got my voice back a little bit. You might be able to hear that I'm a little congested. I might cough every now and then on here. I'm sorry. I'm going to just apologize now, because your girl is still getting better. I'm still drinking tea. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm not going to try to talk too much right now, because I need the rest of my voice to get through the show and hopefully sing at the end of the show to the best of my abilities. So let's get into it. Let's get into the first segment. Let's get into book chat. So right now we are reading the book, The Pivot. I'll put an image of the book in between here so you could see what it looks like. And the link to the book is in the description. So if you want to join in, if you haven't already started, you can go ahead and get started with the book. I have Kindle Unlimited, so I'm able to read it for free on my phone. But you can buy the paperback or whatever. Has nothing to do with me. Okay. Do whatever you need to do. Right now we read the more on what we read pages 24 to 29 we're doing like 10 pages at a time. So we read the first 10 pages, and the pages that we recently read that we're going to talk about is about the section of the book where it's all about teaching a child about their autism for the betterment of their adult outcome. And so This book is not only just about, autism, it's about just neurodivergence in a whole, with a little bit more focus on those who are, you know, managing children who have autism and ADHD each day. So I really enjoyed these 10 pages. I've been enjoying all the pages. I'm going to say that probably every time. But I really been enjoying these because I am in the stage where my daughter, she's 4. Her autism shows up much different than the typical way that people expect to see autism in people. And I think that's just it, period. Even when it comes to like dyslexia, I'm sorry, that's my dog. She's back there. She's going through some things. She's going through things. But she's gonna be all right. Anyways, so a lot of people don't understand, like, dyslexia is a form of neurodivergence. Like, there's many different forms of being a part of that community. And with autism, a lot of times, because it may not be visible in certain ways, that people don't think that it's a big deal. And I really enjoyed this because her being 4, navigating around how to communicate to her why she's in therapy. Who are these people? Why are we in this room, mom, with these people? What's going on? You know, helping her to communicate her needs because she can talk. She's not nonverbal, but her thing is she just gets a lot of anxiety. My daughter would be the type of person that if I wasn't helping her with therapy and being the mom that I am in her life and just let her go out into the world, she would be most likely one of those people that would be in high school and always sitting in the back of the room with her head down. And she's got friends, but she really doesn't. She seems rude, but she can come off kind of brash. She doesn't understand. She thinks nobody likes her. That type of autistic person. And there's a lot of people roaming around here with that kind of autism undiagnosed, because it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. But for me as a parent, it's all a big deal. All right. So let's get into what we read about because I had taken some notes that I wanted to talk about for our book chat. And a quote that I really, really love from these pages. And again, I haven't even said I'm sharing my notes, but share your notes too, because there may have been some things that you read and some ideas that came to your mind or experiences that you're able to share in the comments that can help someone else. This show, this segment is not only about me. I'm not the only creative mommy here. This is the show for all the creative mommies. And even if you're not a mommy, if you're a creative or you're just someone who likes to learn and want to be a better person and want this world to be a better place, go ahead and share in the comments, your experience. Share in the comments what you got from this also. I just wanted to put that as a disclaimer because I want you guys to really engage and I want us to be a community that can help one another. It's not just all about me. So the quote that I really enjoyed that I had to jot down in my notes was from a student. Now, in these pages, they had talked about a study that was done where they did interview some children and they interview kids. One aspect of the study was like, how would they feel if they were told when they were younger that they had autism? And a lot of them said they wanted to know, it would help them navigate. And at first, they had a hard time with it, but as they grew, they had more tools and resources they felt like to help them navigate the world. I thought that was so beautiful. But one of the girl, who are the children's? Anyways, one of the children that they had that was a part of the study said, I would tell my child that autism is a different way of thinking. It can be challenging and beautiful and powerful and exhausting and impactful. That autistic people deserve to be themselves, to be proud of their identity, and to have the support that help them meet their needs. And it almost makes me cry thinking about it because like I said, I think about my daughter. And, just recently, because she's 4, we're dealing with the social things that come with it. Kids noticing, her bit of difference. And it's things where like I'm gonna give an example. The book hit it on the nose so well. The stigma, you know, um, an ill-timed laugh, a panic attack, or a tantrum might violate the rules of society, for lack of a better term. And non-autistic people can become very judgmental. That's currently what we're dealing with, where she's so nervous. She wants to play. She wants to engage. Even like this morning, we're dropping her off at school. She was like, I ask her a lot, how are you feeling? Express to mommy how you're feeling. Tell me, use your words. How are you feeling? You know, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Do you want to sit down? And, you know, I ask her different things to get her to express herself, because that's where she struggles. She would rather be silent and build her empire. That's her type of personality. Okay, she doesn't want to talk. but she can. And she's like, mommy, I'm feeling shy. I'm shy. I'm feeling shy, you know. And so that made her not want to go out and play with other kids, because it was a lot going on. Shoot, I was overstimulated. And so that's what happens sometimes on the playground, where it's a lot going on. She wants to engage with some children. Maybe she doesn't know. She doesn't know quite what to say. So she says something random, you know, and they're like, what's wrong with you? And then it kind of just isolates her. And so that's why I thought it was so important for us to read this book, because if we as neurotypical people can get a better understanding about bullying, and a lot of the children that are being bullied in school are neurodivergent kids, the kid who's asked to read in school and they are dyslexic, and it's not that they can't read, they just read a little bit differently. They just understand words a little bit differently. You know, maybe their intelligence, that's who you learn in psychology. Everyone has their different type of intelligence. Some people have kinesthetic intelligence. Some people are audio. Some people are visionary. Like it's all different ways, but our school system and our society isn't built for us to have differences. It's built for us to be a part of an industrial system. And I talked about that in our last episode when we were going through our pages about just how the society's landscape is built. It's not built for you to be different. It's built for you to go sit down and do that job. Have some babies so they can come and sit down and do that job too. And it makes you think too, you know, I understand a lot of people struggles with capitalism because, you know, we come more so from being tribal, being, you know, task-based in a more communal way. But the communal thing, I don't know if I could really get with that, because it's like, yeah, if you're the bread maker of the group, you know, you're the fisherman of the tribe, you're the, you know, you got your role, and then you go do that for the day. And then everybody comes back and sits together and eat. You know, you got some food. You ain't got to go hustle and bustle for your food, because the whole tribe feed the tribe, right? That's a great thing. I mean, that's beautiful. But in that communal element, there's no room for creativity. There's no room for ideas and growth and competition and all these things that are kind of innate within us as people. That's why we're in this situation now, because then here comes somebody saying, I don't want just one piece of fish tonight. You know, I want 4. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm not trying to say that's a good thing, but you're going to get people who are not going to be in the communal vibe, and who have differences. And so for the communities that we're trying to build and the society that we're moving into, because clearly the society that we're currently got going on is not going well, right? It's a lot of problems. So if we can come to a place where we can not only be individuals that can express ourselves and our differences and our creativity, but also come together as a community to say, hey, you know, let's not pick on each other. Let's not talk negative to one another. Let's respect each other. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? You know, tell me in the comments if I'm not. Tell me what you think. We're friends, so it's okay if we disagree or whatever. But that's where I feel I'm struggle, because my kid's only 4. I had a struggle myself with accepting what it is. And then when I tell another parent, oh, you know, my daughter's autistic, now I got to go and educate them about autism. because of all of the thing. You know, it's a whole thing. So I'm still struggling with how do I let her know that she's autistic? And reading these pages really helped me find a little bit more encouragement. I think she's too young for me to express that because she's going to be like, what is that? I have no idea, you know? But I think as she gets a little bit older, I don't know exactly the age. Anyone gone through this? And if you have, and you can leave it in the comments, give me, your story. But I think I will soon express to her about it and talk to her about it. But at this very moment, I more so model with her and more so express with her that, hey, we go and do this to help you learn. Because I look at it that way. I look at the therapy as coaching. It's like, there's nothing wrong with you. You just need the right coaching to be able to navigate this crazy world, because this world is so crazy. It's not going to understand that you're a genius. It's not going to understand that you're brilliant. It's not going to understand that you are, the next Walt Disney. The world don't care about none of that. So I've got to protect you by making sure that you get the therapy and the coaching you needed to know how to navigate this world so it won't try to break you, because it's definitely going to try that. That's how I look at it, you know. The last thing that I wanted to share from the notes was about going back to the stigma and us understanding that autism is not a mental illness, although autistic individuals do have a propensity for mental illness. And when I look at a lot of the homeless people here in Los Angeles on the streets, especially learning what I'm learning, I question a lot of times. And I'll try not to cry. Is that somebody's autistic child? Is that somebody's dyslexic child? Is that somebody's child with ADHD out there whose parent just didn't have the resources or the wherewithal to help their baby? And now they're out here on the streets. Whew. Mental illness can be such a big topic that everyone wants to talk about and say, go to therapy, go to therapy, go to therapy. Not understanding there's many different forms of therapy. Not understanding there's many different things and ways that people think and behave that will deem them as bad. And then that's where their mental illness of feeling depressed and anxious comes from, because they don't know how to just be who they are. And they feel like there's not enough room for them to just be. And so if I could do anything with this show, with my music, with my business, that's all my mission is constantly how to create space for the people who are unseen, unheard. How can we all be a part of the able community? I believe that ableism is called ableism because it's like, hey, everything around you makes you able to function, while my difference makes it harder for me. And as a Black woman, as a Black person, shoot, we know it better than anybody, okay? And then don't be Black and disabled. Oh my goodness, you're a superhero pretty much to get through this world. So, yeah, that's my book chat for today. Let's get into the next segment. Before we get into today's business lesson story time, y'all, we gotta have a little ad break. Let's get into it.
You've got a business and you want to be a sponsor on this show, go ahead and DM me on Instagram, on IG. In the description, I do leave my Instagram name. It is Nesha Wonderland on Instagram. Go ahead and DM me and let me know about your business. Send me a link. And it's $40 to be a sponsor. It's very cheap right now because, honey, I don't have many subscribers right now at this moment. I'm just building, so I want you to grow with me, and this could be the best $40 investment that you can make. Ads can't give this kind of return, especially as we're growing and consistently getting more viewership. So definitely take advantage, because the price is going to go up. It's going to go up. Trust me. And I'm not going to take down your ad even when we grow. So go ahead, DM me, send me your business info, and let's get your business as a sponsor on these videos.
When I went to film school, I realized, wow, it's really expensive to make movies. That was one of the first things that I learned. And so I decided to go because I wanted to write and produce my own films, of course. And learning that lesson about capital, I was like, in my mind, thinking, okay, I'm going to need to have a business of some sort. Because I never really thought of myself, even with making music and stuff, I don't think of myself of being like, oh, because I write songs, I should make money writing songs for other people. Or like, I should work on other people's projects and stuff, make money in the industry, and then like do my own. Plenty of people do that. That was not me. That's just not my vibe. I don't want to do it. I just don't want to. I want to do what I want to do, and I could do something separate for business for money outside of my project. I don't want to like just like sell it for that. That's just me, right? So in my mind, I was thinking like I need to start a business. I need to start some form of a business. I was 19 years old, and that's where I got where I'm at kind of now, where I'm doing art, but I'm also doing a business for funding, for money, for to be able to fund my projects and do what I want to do. So I was at my brother's house, and I ended up watching the documentary that Chris Rock did about hair, and he had gone to India and everything. And I don't have any background in hair extensions. Like, this is my hair. This is my usual hairstyle. This is why the promo for me isn't my natural hair, because every now and then I might wear a wig or something, but I don't know nothing about hair. I'm not a big extension person. I'm always in my hair. Most people know me for me just wearing my own hair. But I realized how much money is in selling hair. And I was like, oh, this is an incredible business. So I did the market research, got a pitch that I did together and stuff like that. Because if you saw episode one, you were it's nothing for me to get a business going. So I went to my stepdad and I told him about it. I told him about the research I had found out about the hair market. I went and I found a contact because I started networking, found a contact in India that we could partner with to manufacture our own hair. But before getting into that process, just like getting some hair and packaging. So made the packaging, made the logo. Girl, we saw the documentary, hit the ground running. And it was all going well because, my stepdad, he had the capital to be able to invest in the business and seeing how much money it made. And we were also going to start a brand that we were going to put out as like an individual hair brand, hair line. But then the ultimate goal would be to help other people sell their hair because we're going to be the manufacturer, right? So get all the things. Me and my stepdad book a flight to India to go meet this business partner. We ended up flying into New Delhi because that's where it was. Yeah, we didn't go anywhere past New Delhi. Honey, my mom booked the hotel. Now, we get there, and maybe things have changed now, but at this point in time, we're on the road, and there's people on little bikes and stuff like that, like 7, 8 people on one little moped bike. You had people coming out of the ground. I guess they lived underground. I had never seen this type of stuff in my life. I was like, what in the world? It was an experience. We get to the hotel, and it's like you got a bucket and a hose for the shower, slab of wood. I'm like, Mom, why would you book this place for us to live? And she's like, that's not what was it. She shows us a picture of the line. We go into the lobby area, and they got pictures in the lobby of what they showed online. Mind you, this is not what. It's like the audacity. The audacity was on a whole nother level. Oh my goodness. But we were like, oh no, thank God at the airport I saw that there was a Blue Radisson. And so we're like, how can we get a taxi to take us to the Blue Radisson? So we got there, and oh my gosh, it was like night and day. Like, I mean, real silk, real gold, like everywhere. The people, it was an experience to say the least. The next day, we go to the factory. We thought we might die. We might not make it because it was felt so sketchy. It felt like we were like in a Taken movie trying to get to the building, and then they're taking us through all these different ways and secret passages and stuff to get to where they were making the hair. It was a lot going on. It was a lot. So we get there, relationship goes well, get the hair, get things started with what our plan is, come back to the States, get some business going. We're selling some hair. It's going good, right? I'm doing all the work. My stepdad only put up the capital. And then one day he decides, because I've done all the work, and he decides that he wants to go do like an event in Atlanta, that he doesn't need me and he can do this all without me. What does he need me for? Oh, rude awakening. Right? Not expecting that. We didn't have any agreements. We didn't have anything signed. We didn't have anything, did nothing. And so that experience in itself, one side of it, yes, heartbreaking, heart wrenching, but another side of it, I'm so thankful for. And a crazy thing, I guess, just as you continue in your journey in business as being an entrepreneur, I personally feel like once someone really, really close to you hurts you, betrays you, does something to you, you really learn from it. But also, there's nothing that can hurt more, right? Because just most recently in the music industry, like a month ago, I dealt with something kind of similar, and I wasn't scathed by it or anything like that. And because I've gone through this episode of my life, I made sure certain contracts and agreements and things were signed, so that if you do decide that you want to wake up and things change and all of a sudden what we discussed isn't really what you want to do anymore, then we have some paperwork and some contracts in place to make sure that we can move forward, and I'm good, right? And you have to protect yourself from everyone through contracts. And I know a lot of times in business, people say, oh my gosh, contract thumpers, agreement thumpers. Oh my gosh, they want to be paperwork. Well, do you trust me? Trust has nothing to do with anything in business, period. And if you're really that trustworthy, you shouldn't really have any problem signing something, right? That's what I'm thinking. If I don't have nothing else going on, right? But you do, because even when people sign stuff, they come out of nowhere and feel as though ego. That's why ego comes out of nowhere and says, I think I should have this instead, or I think I should have more of this, or all these different things come out of the way, and you don't have anything to protect yourself. So that is what is most important. I don't care what the agreement is. I don't care how small the partnership or collaboration seems. It may seem and feel like paranoia. Oh my gosh, it's like a siren going off. Hold on. I know for some people, those type of experiences will make them give up. Will make them feel as though, oh my gosh, I had this idea, I had all the support, I had the capital, and then everything went wrong. Like, this isn't for me. I don't want to do it. You can become bitter and scathed by it. And that's what I believe is the true test of life's treasure, testing you to see, are you worthy? Are you qualified for this? Are you going to keep going? Are you going to give up? Are you going to let people stand in the way? Or are you going to learn? And are you going to keep progressing? And are you going to forgive and not be bitter and understand that money, when the Bible says money is the root of all evil, it brings out the worst in people. It does. It really does. It can bring out the best in some people, but I have personally seen it bring out some of the worst. So I don't focus on money. That was another lesson that came from that moment, and why I wanted to share that story with you all. Because I feel like a lot of times we get into different businesses because we feel as though, oh, wow, the money would be great and all these things, and not about just providing great service and being great at the product that we deliver and serve to the world. Fortunately for me, I'm going to say I was exposed to people who accumulated large sums of money, and I saw how that money turned them into a monster. I saw how that money really made them into someone I no longer knew. And so for me, it's something that I try to focus on is who I am and my character and what do I believe in and what do I want most in this moment, not the money that I can accumulate or getting in this scenario, wow, this could be a big, it's like, no, I don't get hyped up. I don't care. I've had people offer me money opportunity for my show Healing After the Tragedy. The play is on my channel if you haven't seen it. There was a company that had approached me and said, hey, we'll put your play on our platform. We get all these different views and all this. And I said, well, what if I wanted to sell my play out the back of my trunk and put it on a CD or something like that? Could I still do that in this agreement? No. We would own exclusive rights to it. Now, to some people, it's like, well, you're not even selling out the trunk of your car. You should have just let them have it and you would have had more of something than nothing. But for me, it would have been turned into nothing because now I have no control, and control means a lot to me. So that's where it comes down to learning from the bad experiences for your good. Learning that your relationship with money when it comes to building business is very important. And how do you view it? And how do you see it? And how powerful is money to you? And how much power does money have over you? And how much power does trauma have over you? Because there's going to be some moments and some times and some people that you're going to come across and some people that you're going to meet that are going to make you want to give up. And you got to pick it up. And so that's what I did. I had to figure it out. And that's how I got out here. Because I'm not from LA. I'm from California, but I'm not from LA. But I still was able to move on. And I didn't stay in the hair business because I just couldn't do it. It's so much more to it. I just didn't enjoy it. But I'm so glad that I did that business and that I had that opportunity to go through all that I went through because it has helped me with who I am today. So let me know what you think. If any of this helps you, your own experience. Like I said in the beginning of the show, it's not just about me. It's about all of us as a community sharing the lessons that we're learning in business, sharing the books, the information that we're reading, sharing the music, sharing our creativity. So before we get into the live performance, because I got to drink some more tea to hopefully sing for y'all this new song. And I haven't been able to sing, so I don't really know the lyrics like that, but I got them by me. So we gonna see how this goes. Get into this next segment.
And I wrote a book called Healing After the Tragedy. It is available on Amazon. The link is in the description of this video. Please go ahead and support. There is also a play that is attached to this book. I wrote the play first and then I wrote the book to go along with it because I wanted you to be able to take something with you for your journey. It wasn't just about me. It was about me sharing my testimony in the play. So if you want to see the play, go ahead and go on the YouTube channel and you'll click oldest, and it's like the oldest video on my channel. You can watch it totally for free. And then if you'd like, you can go ahead and purchase the book. It is a book that just gives you some prayers, give you some scriptures, and really gives you more than the show, than what I was able to put into the show, but definitely will help you just really get close with understanding that God has so much for your life, so much purpose for your pain.
All right, it's time for a new song alert. I cannot thank you guys enough. If you've made it this far into the show to see it, or if you're seeing just this segment or whatever to watch, like, I have to say thank you for watching because you guys are such a big part of me holding myself accountable to writing. Because honestly, honey, I would be writing hundreds and I'm the type of person, I'll make stuff and then it don't go nowhere. I'm not doing nothing with it, you know? And this show has put the fire underneath me to be like, no, you gotta write the song. You can share it with the people and you gotta put it out. You gotta put it out. So bear with me. The music is definitely coming. So you guys can listen to it on YouTube. You guys can listen on the other platforms. Right now, I am looking for a mix and mastering engineer. I've met with different people, but it all has to make sense because I'm doing things frequently with before I get to the album. I'm gonna release multiple different songs. Like all these songs that I'm writing each week and sharing with you guys, I'm gonna release them as singles. So I need to work with someone for the budget, right? Also. And I've found a few different people that I'm interviewing with and stuff, but it's not just about the budget, but it's also relationship. Like you got to find someone whose ear like matches with your vision. It's literally like trying to find a good man out here, trying to find somebody who mix and masters the way that you want. Like it's a journey. Okay. So, but I think I'm found some really incredible people. The guy who just sold my husband his car recently, he is a musician. I mean, that's the beauty of living in LA. He's a musician. He makes and masters. He has some really good work. So I might also work with him. He's one of the prospects. And then some people that I've found online. So we'll see. But don't y'all worry. The music is coming. It's definitely coming. But I wanted to let y'all know so you don't think, girl, are you playing? What are you doing? You sharing all these songs with us? When are we going to be able to listen to the real thing? That's what I had to share with y'all. So, anyways, let's get into the song. So, this song is called Kiss Me. When I was writing it, was definitely feeling in a good mood towards my husband. You know, I am a lover girl. I am a Hallmark Christmas movie kind of girl. I love a love song. I love good love. I love love. What can I say? So, when I was writing it, the inspiration was that how he had me in a good mood. And also I just wanted to encapsulate in a song like that feeling of you just longing for your partner, that feeling of when you're on vacation and it's just you and them and you're just like head over heels with them, you know? I wanted to create something like that. So, yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy. This song is called Bless, not me, Bless Girl. That's the song from last week. Lord God, this is why I need to get it together. This song is called Kiss Me. The producer is Paya. He made it up because I have a playlist of beats for songs that I'm actually going to write to. So I selected another one of his. He's amazing. An incredible UK producer, Paya Beats. Check him out. Yeah, this is a song we're definitely going to be releasing. So working with Paya on a few songs, on this one and that last one that I really like, the Bless Me song. So let's get to singing and show you this new song. Now, disclaimer, I am recovering, okay, from a cold. So my voice, you might like this, but this isn't how I sound all the time. Okay, I'm a little raspy, bit of a cough. So I'm going to try my best to do today's performance, but I'm just want to give you a disclaimer that it might be a little pitchy, maybe a little pitchy at times, but we're going to feel it. We're going to you probably like, girl, if you don't hurry up and sing this song. Right there, right there. I wanna make love to you all night, all night, all night. I wanna be high on your thunder, good love making me feel right. Been waiting so long. It's been a long, long day, and all I want to do is see you walk through that door and kiss me. Kiss me. Right there, right there, right there, kiss me. Right there, right there, right there. Everybody wants somebody, but can everybody find someone they need? Someone they'll say, lover, take my hand. Let's rejoice in romance. I'll be a real good lover to you. I see there is nobody else like you. Kiss me. Right there, right there, right there. Kiss me. Right there, right there, right there. Everybody wants somebody, but can everybody find someone they need? Everybody wants somebody, but can everybody find? Kiss me right there, right there, right there. Oh, I love that song. I love that song. I really like that song, and I really like last week's song. So I'm like, how can I not? How can I not release the tracks? And especially, I'm gonna record it. Who knows? I'm gonna do some ad libs. I'm gonna do some harmonies and stuff with it. So y'all are really getting the original creative process. Y'all my day ones. So how could I not give it to you? You know, this is something different we doing over here where, you know, y'all seeing the creative process. I'm writing the songs, making sure I get it to my friends ASAP. And then I'm just singing it raw before I get into the vocal producing and get my pitch app out and start talking to my vocal coach about the song and all of it. It's like right now y'all are seeing all the raw, uncut stuff, and then yeah, we'll see where the songs go. I cannot say thank you enough for sitting through this whole show, for listening to my music, for engaging and enjoying this content. I really look forward to making these shows each week. It's been some of the greatest, best 4 weeks I've had. So I really just want to say thank you. I hope that you like. I hope that you comment. I hope you subscribe. If you haven't already, please share this show with a friend. You know, we keep it chill here over on the rug. I'm grateful that you're on the rug with me, but there may be somebody in your life, somebody you know, they may need to get on the rug too. Okay? And get some of this good vibes we got going on over here. Until next week, friend, you stay positive, you stay peaceful, and most importantly, friend, stay being you.